Printify now offer embroidery and specifically embroidered sweatshirts. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you too can design, make and sell through Printify embroidered sweatshirts. Let's go. Printify now offer embroidery, and that's just great news because if we look back on Etsy, there have been some really successful sweatshirts that have been sold on Etsy with embroidery on them. And you can see that there's a lot of demand for embroidered sweatshirts. So I'm really pleased that we can now do embroidered sweatshirts through Printify. At the end of October, Printify sent an email with the title Get Rich Stitch by Stitch. So basically they were introducing embroidered sweatshirts. And in that email, they say that by 2030, the embroidery market is predicted to grow from 2.9 billion today to a whopping $5.7 billion. So that's just massive growth. And it's just the right time to jump in and get your slice of the pie. So I'm going to be just walking us through how we could make our own sweatshirt using Printify's new embroidery. So basically what they say in that email is for a limited time, they'll be offering free digitization. So digitization is the process of transforming your design into a machine readable file. Printify now and see how we could do that. So if you come into Printify, you can see that they have this unisex heavy blend crew neck sweatshirt. And when you scroll down on that Gildan 18,000 sweatshirt, you can see now that for decoration methods, they've got DTG, which is direct to garment printing, which is what was always available. But now they have a new selection for embroidery. So when we click on that, we will start to see a little bit more about what all this means. So scrolling down, you can see some of the print providers. Depending on where you are, you can see the print providers who offer embroidery. So at the moment, there are two providers who can do embroidery, and they're both located in the United States. So what we will do now is we will start our design, and you can see the pricing there for a sweatshirt. So you would need to consider the pricing, what you would be paying for the fulfillment and for the shipping, and then add your markup for your selling price. So what we're going to be doing now is starting designing. So when we hit start designing, we can see here that we can download a design template. So I'll just do that. And then we can bring that design template into Canva when we go to design. So, and you can see what the production cost will be. The print area size needs to be 1200 by 1200 pixels. So we'll just take a note of that. We'll need that when we go to our designing, and we're going to be doing that in Canva. And then there's some details around the product and design guidelines. So that's just something you need to go through. For example, here they recommend using designs with full shapes that are spaced from each other instead of overlapping designs. So it's a different type of designing that you would need to do. So because this is embroidery, so it's using thread. So you can't have shapes maybe that are overlapping or being close together. So basically when we come here to start designing, we can see that Printify give you some instructions for embroidery decorations. So you can see there are some instructions there for the types of designs that you should make. In this case, we're just going to be doing a full text only design. So they talk about what your design should not contain, and things like photos or gradients. And so you just need to take note of what they're describing there. And then they also say to use the predefined embroidery thread colors that are available. So we're going to be doing that, and that's why we've downloaded the design template. The other thing to note is that for now, we can only design for the left chest. So we can only design for this print area there. And so now what we'll do is we'll go to Canva. So before we start designing, let's just go into eRank and see what sort of product we're going to be making. So eRank is a keyword research tool, a search engine optimization tool for Etsy sellers. It just helps us look at what keywords customers are actually using when they're searching for products. And so we're just going to step into eRank and see what sort of keywords are being searched for. So we're looking for keywords which have a high search volume and a low competition, because these will tell us that there's an opening there, there's a gap there, and we can make and sell products in that area. So when we go into eRank, we'll just search and have a look. So when we search embroidered sweatshirt, we can see that those words that we can use have got a lot of searches, but there's also a lot of Etsy competition. So that's the red there. But we can see when we look at the search trend, we can see that we are just in that time where those keywords are being searched for the most on Etsy. And so what we want to do is we want to come down here to the rest of the keywords, and we're going to be looking at average searches. So we want green for average searches, which shows us there are lots of searches for that keyword. But we also want green for Etsy competition, because that shows that there is low competition. Red means there's a high competition. A lot of sellers are already selling and using that keyword. So for us, we'll just filter by average searches, and we'll scroll down until we start to see green throughout, or green and orange for competition. So we can see some of the keywords that have an opening for us are like custom embroidered sweatshirt, so customization, wifey sweatshirt. I might go with that. That would be a good one for someone who's getting married or someone who's getting engaged in 2025. Okay, so we are in Canva, and we've already brought in the design template that we downloaded from Printify. So now we'll go and make our design. So we're just going to be using a text-only design for this example, and I'm just going to pick a popular text that I've seen used on Etsy for some of these embroidered designs, because we want a bold text. So we're just going to be searching. We'll put in our text field, and we'll search for, I think it's called a varsity or a college font. Yes, I've got one there. So we'll use that font, and we said we'll just go with the wifey sweatshirt. So we'll type in that, and we saw from when you read the instructions from Printify, they say your design should be just about touching the edges. And you also want to make sure that you've centered your design, because once we go into Printify, we can't alter the position of our design. I'll show you that when we get there. So we've got our main words there, and then we might just go with wifey established 2025. So I'll put another text box. And for the font, we might just use the Arial font. That's a good kind of bold font. I'll just put it in bold. And now we'll just go established 2025. And we'll just adjust that to make it bigger. Yep, and so really that is our design, simple. And now for the colors. So when we click on there, when we brought in this template, we can see that the colors from that template are now in Canva. So we can just pick, ours is just going to be a plain white design. We'll just change the background there so that we can see our design better. And we'll pick this, we'll make this white as well. So you just need to note that you need to use the thread colors that are given in Printify. You can do that by using the hex code or picking the color from your Canva color selector. But basically I'm just going with all white. And once we've done that, our design is ready. We will download our design, and remember we need a transparent background, PNG, and we'll download the page. And go download. Okay, so we'll move to the next. So now our design is ready. We'll go back into Printify and we're now ready to upload our design. So we'll just come upload from my device and we'll pick our design. So you can see here they say embroidery designs cannot be resized or positioned. Please prepare your files with using the template that they've provided. So we'll just select variants. We'll just select black and I think navy. So you see now we've done that. We can see our design. So there we go. There's our design. Left chest logo is all that we can do for now. So here we are. If we do our preview within Printify, we can see our design there. So the next question is mock-ups. How do we do mock-ups for embroidered products? Because we need it to look like an embroidered product, an embroidered mock-up. So I'll show you one way I found. Okay, so mock-ups, this is one way that you can do your mock-ups. If you take the folded mock-up from Printify, we'll just take the part with the design. So we'll just grab a screenshot of that. So you can use your snipping tool or whatever tool you use to just grab a screenshot of just this area. Then once we've done that, we'll come into Canva where we have our mockups, or wherever you keep your mockups. For me, that's in Canva. So I'll just look for a sweatshirt mockup and I'll show you how I'm going to use that screenshot. Here I bring up my mockup and I have to make sure that I've uploaded that screenshot. I've got my mockup here and I've also uploaded the screenshot that I took out from the folded design in Printify. And so you can see there it is, but it's got that navy background. So what we will do is we will edit that, remove the background, and there we go. We've just got our embroidered design. We will resize it and we'll just move it around to fit, and there we have it. That would be our mock-up. So you can try this out and see, try it out a bit more until you get it to fit what you're after. But just for the purpose of this video, there we go. That's how you would possibly do a mock-up for embroidery. So yeah, so there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll try Printify embroidered sweatshirts. Thank you for listening. Bye.